Eh bien, le bonjour à tout le monde. J'espère que vous avez passé un très bon jeudi. Et pour ma part, je vais continuer mon stream de Mass Effect, édition légendaire. Voilà. Donc, nous allons passer par, on va dire, l'introduction du jeu, qui est assez longue, mais assez constructive et nécessaire pour la compréhension et la suite du jeu. Donc, je vais lancer la partie et Ok, donc hier nous étions arrivés là. Merde, c'est quoi ce bordel? Qu'est-ce que c'est ce bordel? Et nous allions chercher Liara. Maintenant, il faut la trouver. Alors, d'abord, on va peut-être. Est-ce que par hasard. On peut toujours scanner. Je pense que oui. Ah, on peut scanner ici ou quoi? D'accord. D'accord. Ah, si, on peut scanner. Alors, c'est une sur ici les cieux, lié par la gravité. Analyser. Disque de données protéines récupérées. En scannant la chambre d'historique, dans un scanner, récupérer. Ok. Allez. Bon, on va pas lire non plus ce qu'il y a la description des planètes, hein, ça fait trop long. Démarreur. Très bien. Donc là, on a dit qu'il n'y avait rien. Donc, Tamalka. Altaïa. Ok.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Alors, avant d'explorer, je veux récupérer quand même Liara. Ok, il n'y a rien ici. On va sortir de là. Arménie. Ok. C'est quelle planète celle-là. Zakros. Ok. Ah, voilà. Sur. Aistos. Ok. Je crois que c'est ici, il y a. Il me semble. Bon, on va prendre Brax. Garus. Kaidan. Laisse tomber, Kaidan. Ouais, on va prendre ça. Je crois que c'est ici, l'Ira.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Ah ouais, maintenant on peut faire ça. C'est génial ça. Pour sortir, c'est carré toujours. Ah, commando. 4 points pour Garus. Eh oui, mon petit Garus. Premier secours, meilleure guérison du groupe. Décryptage. Est-ce que Shepard est mieux en décryptage électronique? Sur le Mako. Ah oui, électronique, il me le faut absolument, oui. Ouais, électronique. Bon. Du coup, qu'est-ce que je pourrais faire? Formation d'assaut, d'accord. Le média. J'ai 2 points à dépenser. 4 points dépensés. Peut-être 2 ici. Putain, ça aussi c'est pas mal. Tout est bien en fait. Hein. Il faut vraiment récupérer. Tiens, pourquoi la santé de Garus est basse? 35? Ah ouais, d'accord, la santé revient pas. D'accord, ok. Yes. Ok, mais écoute, je serais tenté par. On va monter ça et ça. Ça. Et ça. Port d'armure. Permet le port des armures médias. Alors, logiquement, peut-être. Ah, mais. Attends. Garus. Ouais. Merde, j'avais enlevé les machins. Ok, c'est pas grave. Je sais pas si c'est là en fait, Lyra. Il me semble que c'est là. Hein. Ouais, c'est ici, Lyra. C'est ici qu'on récupère Lyra. Et est-ce que par hasard... Non, il n'y a pas de porte qui s'ouvre. Non, je crois qu'il n'y a rien ici en fait. C'est bien fait quand même. Hein. De chiffres, il n'y a rien ici. Là. Munitions et mode d'armure. D'accord. Cytotoxine. Eh bien écoute, très bien. Ça je vais garder pour Shepard. Dissipateur. Synthétique. Rex. Décapote. Radioactif, chimique. Garus.
Chimique 2, très bien. Et là, t'as rien, toi. Encore près du chimique. Résistance aux toxines. Faire ça. Attention, il faut sauvegarder souvent quand on est dans le Mako, parce que on peut mourir très très vite. Si ma mémoire est bonne, il y a un passage par là. Merde.
Only a fool punches a Nathak in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
Mec en haut là. Lars. Oh. On va y aller. Bon, on va descendre. Déjà. Bon. Alors, Shepard. Fusil de précision, assassinat, très bien. Augmente la capacité des boucliers. Je pense que je vais faire ça. Et là, ça fait quoi là? Ouais, je peux réanimer. Et pour l'instant, on a l'électronique. Et c'est quoi l'atténuation? Ouais, ça c'est pour les mines. Je suis bien tenté de mettre un point en formation de spectre. Garrus. Alors, un petit Garrus, on va te mettre décryptage peut-être. Ouais, on va mettre ça, décryptage. Ouais. Grunt. Ouais. La santé. On va augmenter la santé. Chimique 2, capteur 2 et mode d'armure. Chimique c'est bon. Capteur. Absorption de chaleur. Absorption de chaleur plus 12%. Regardez ça. Stabilité de tir, ça on peut garder. Garrus. Capteur de combat. Ok. Chimique 2. Ça c'est non. On va mettre ça plutôt. Après, est-ce que Vrex il a quelque chose comme ça lui? Vrex. Non, il n'a pas ça. Donc attends, Garrus. Je vais t'enlever ça. Sur ça. Capteur de combat. On est installé. Voilà. Vrex. Ouais, attends. Capteur de combat. Oui, il a déjà Vrex. Et oui, il a déjà ici. Mais tant pis, on va mettre chimique, d'accord. Ça alors. Dégâts, ouais. Ombrage, ça fait plus de dégâts, je suis d'accord. Mais... oui, d'accord. Il est actif. Ça plutôt. Ombrage. Chimique, capteur de combat. Ok, Shepard, c'est bon. Garrus, toi, on peut te mettre quelque chose de mieux. Mettre ça alors. Capteur de combat. Mais j'ai encore des munitions de chimique, d'accord. Rex. Ok. Mais la vie remonte pas en fait. Même quand tu montes de niveau, ça remonte pas. C'est chaud quoi. Ah. Alors. Ça. Ça. Et déchirure.
That's it. Bag 'em attack.
Pistolet, pompe et mode d'armure. Ok. D'armure. D'arme ou d'armure? Putain, je suis con. Anticipateur, ouais, voilà. Absorption de chaleur. Rex. On va regarder ce qu'il a, c'est bien. Radioactif, rembarrage. Un dégât plus 12. Eh bien, on va te mettre un dissipateur. Alors, pour l'instant, on va pas ouvrir ici. On va fouiller la zone. Ici. Alors, assaut et armure. Fusil d'assaut et armure. Ranger, Rex. On va prendre ça plutôt pour. On va prendre plutôt pour Rex. Parce que déjà, Garrus, il a une bonne arme. En termes de fusil d'assaut. On va mettre ça. Armure, médium, humain. Putain, je peux pas les porter. Garrus, pareil. Baiser. Dommage.
Redeploy.
Et armure. Alors le pot. C'est le même. C'est bon. Armure. Là je peux rien mettre quoi. Merde. Bon, j'augmente. Oula, celui-là il est costaud. Ok, donc là on va faire ça. Déchirure. Assaut, armure. Ok. X peut-être. Assaut. Ah, voilà. Quelque chose de mieux, mon petit Garrus, pour toi. Regarde. Un Explorer 2. Ok, nickel. Shepard, ça m'étonnerait. faire quelque chose pour elle. J'aurais dû sauvegarder comme un con. Il y a toujours ce point rouge là, hein. Je sais pas ce que c'est ça. C'est pas grave.
Perimeter secured.
Munitions phasiques et antipersonnelles. Qu'est-ce que c'est déjà ça? Des cibles vivantes. Ah, pénétration des boucliers. Ouais, mais dégâts moins 30. Ouais, dégâts toxiques, je crois que c'est mieux. Regardez, comme ça. On peut le sauvegarder, on sait jamais. Merde. Chimie, compensateur, dispenseur, d'accord. Chimie, compensateur. Ah, stabilité de tir. Ça, c'est très bon, ça. Dissipateur 2. Ok. Donc, Mais chimique, tiens, on va mettre chimique ici. Compensateur 2. Garus. Chimique, capteur. Compensateur. Chimique. Capteur de climat, dissipateur. On va garder ça. On va garder ça. Contre ici, ouais, toujours pareil. Ok. Rex. Chimique. Dissipateur. Chimique. On va mettre plutôt capteur de combat. Pour l'instant, on met ça. J'ai pas trop de trucs. Hein. Putain. Ah, radioactif, ça c'est peut-être encore mieux, je crois. Radioactif. Il me semble. Non. Ah oui, ça provoque de violents malaises. Ça irradie quand même, hein, la cible. Hein. Les chimiques, dégâts toxiques. C'est des dégâts toxiques. 6 points de dégâts toutes les 5 secondes. Alors que radioactif. Ouais, bon. C'est pas mal, hein, radioactif aussi, hein, mais bon. Pour moi, je pense que le chimique, c'est mieux. Ouais, c'est largement mieux. Ça. Par contre, les scènes avec le Mako, elles sont toujours aussi mal faites. Hein. Pas dans le sens où quand il gravit des montagnes ou, quoi, ou des rochers, c'est moyen. Est-ce que j'ai... Non, j'ai pas de nouveaux équipements. Alors, Shepard. Électronique. Bon, après, je pense que je vais mettre ça aussi. Hein, parce que là... Là aussi, je compte la santé. Donc, Garus. Atténuation, peut-être. Ça peut être sympa. Hein. Bon, j'ai encore 3 points. Qu'est-ce que je peux mettre? Armure tactique. Formation d'assaut. Et ça. Ouais. Attends, quoique, attends. Fusil d'assaut. Vrex. Oui, projection après. Et là, je peux augmenter sa vie, hein, à Vrex. On va augmenter la vie de Vrex. Quoi? Ah oui. Sauvegarde quand même. Putain. Putain, mais Garus, sors-toi de devant! Oh merde! Fais chier, Garus. Mais planque-toi, connard! C'est de ma gueule. Oh, qu'il est con ce Garus, mais qu'il est con! Mais planque-toi, Garus, mais qu'il est con! Oh, mais va là-bas.
Mais fous-toi à couvert, espèce d'abrute. Oh, qu'il est con. Mais qu'il est con, ce Garus. Putain, mais t'es ça en quoi, toi? Merde, il est où ce con? Il est rapport ou quoi? Bon, Garus, tu vas reprendre ton fusil d'assaut. Et toi, Vrex, pour l'instant, restez comme ça, les mecs. J'ai pas... Ah, j'ai pas eu d'équipement? Putain. Ah. Là, par contre, c'est notre partie de manche. Là, ça va chier. À sauvegarder. Mais il est où, Garus? Garus! Mais... Qu'est-ce qu'il fout là-bas, le Garus? Mais viens ici! Viens là! Suis!
On me!
Putain, ça commence, là. Attends. Pourtant, Garus, c'est quand même l'un des meilleurs. Hein. Enfin, c'est le meilleur, Garus. Mais il écoute pas. Il n'en fait qu'à sa tête, ce Garus. Sacré Garus. Attends. Petite pause vite fait. Je prends un petit café.
On a sauvegardé, on est bon. Combien il a de vie, Garus, là? Je trouve qu'il prend cher, Garus, là. Moi, j'ai 217. Ah ouais, 689. Rex, pas de problème. No problème pour Rex. Alors, Garus, tu vas te planquer ici. Pas là-bas. Voilà. Parfait. Rex. Je crois que j'aurais... Non, j'aurais plus mis Garus ici. Garus va ici. Et toi, Rex, va là-bas. Il se met pas à couvert, ce Garus. Garus, c'est pas possible. Mets-toi ici. Voilà. Merci, Garus. Ah merde, j'ai oublié la cinématique. Ça va être chaud. Bon. Putain, il fait chier lui. Ça. C'est quoi déjà l'atténuation? Ça plutôt. On va faire ça. Merde, je prends cher. Un autre là qui se cache. Bon. Pour l'instant, on se démerde pas trop mal, les mecs. C'est pas mal, là. On va essayer ça. portée de tir est trop loin. Garus, viens ici.
All patched up.
Merde. C'est quoi déjà les grenades? Merde. C'est quoi déjà les grenades? Putain. Putain, mais c'est quoi les grenades déjà? Putain, je vais crever comme ça? Les grenades, c'est quoi déjà les grenades? C'est pas ça. Ah voilà. Ouais, d'accord. Attends, Garus, prends ça. Faire ça. Putain, tu vas y passer, saloperie!
To me!
Encore un autre. Où est-ce qu'il est, ce fumier? Il se cache là. Sur le deck. Hop là, te voilà, fumier. Te voilà, saloperie. C'est quoi ça? J'ai la partie du bouclier, y compris sous le feu. Bien joué, Shepard. Bien joué, les gars. Bien joué.
We got them all, Shepard.
Ok, qu'est-ce que j'ai gagné là? Steam Pack atténué. Alors, armure et arme. Ok. Alors, la trame forcée. Chimique. Bien. Chimique. Alors après j'ai quoi là? Calibrage. Précision. Ah, précision. Ça, c'est bon pour Garus. Alors, Garus. On va mettre ça. La précision max. Voilà. Parfait. Alors, des utilisations, c'est très bien. Steam Pack 3. Allez, ça recharge. Alors, c'est peut-être mieux. Alors, ça dépend. Je vais garder Steam Pack pour Garus. Le combat, compensateur, stabilité de tir. On va mettre ça. Voilà. Très bien. Garus, on est bon. On est bon. Vrex. Dégâts contendants. Grosse. Très bien. Et je pense que je vais mettre... protection contre les basses premières, explosion, impact, gravitation, projection. Ouais, c'est sympa aussi. Hein. Et on va garder ça. Chimique, il n'y a pas de chimique 2 là ou 3 là. Absorption de chaleur. Il y a une stabilité de tir aussi là. Stabilité de tir, ouais, ça peut être sympa ça, c'est mieux. Chimique, putain. Capteur, ouais, d'accord. Dissipateur, absorption de chaleur, plus 12. Oui. Donc, absorption de chaleur. On va garder. Qu'est-ce que j'ai là? Absorption de chaleur, je pense. Regardez ça. Toujours pas d'armure. Toujours pas d'armure. Ok. Bon, on est pas mal. On est pas mal. On est pas mal. Rien. Y a rien. Allons-y. Merde. Du radioactif. Mais c'est pas ce que je voulais. C'est pas ce que je voulais. Regarde aussi. Qui se cache là? Ah! Ah! Fumier, va. Je vois ça. Si tu vas prendre ton fusil à pompe. Ça c'est nouveau ça. On voit tout par ici.
I've never visited a Prothean ruin before. Aside from the Citadel, I mean.
Ah, mais ce fumier. Merde, c'est tout seul.
Shields disabled.
Perimeter clear.
Donc ça veut dire que j'ai le 0. Et nous avons ici Liara. On va sauvegarder.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth, beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
I just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Ah, Garus, viens ici. Grunt. Rex, tu vas là-bas. Garus, mets-toi ici, s'il te plaît. Qu'est-ce qu'il est là? Mais qu'il est con ce Garus! Garus. À là-bas. Bien joué, Garus. C'est comme ça que j'aime. Hammerhead. Ah, ben voilà. Ça, c'est sympathique pour Rex. Hammerhead. Les munitions Hammerhead. Voilà, on va garder ça. Pour chimie, pour l'instant, c'est le meilleur. Sur quoi tu tires, Garus? Sur quoi tu tires? C'est bien, mon petit Garus. Impeccable. D'accord. Garus il prend trop cher, il faut que je demande ses PV. dissipateur et perforant. Dissipateur et perforant, déjà c'est quoi ça déjà? Perforant c'est pour synthétique. Dissipateur. Parfait. Dissipateur 3. Pistolet, pompe et munitions. Alors, pistolet. Pompe. Ah ben voilà. C'est beaucoup mieux ça. Impeccable.
Just lead the way.
Tu écoutes Garrus.
Let's get moving.
I think we're good, Shepard.
Ok Garrus. On va sauvegarder quand même. Tu vas prendre ça. Et toi ça.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. Obviously, he wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister!
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Baguette et un flocade.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
there a reason you're in my way?
The same reason you're here. The Asari. Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill them. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter. Watch out!
On va faire ça sur lui. Voilà. Ça. Voilà, sniper. Ça va faire ça.
Shield disabled.
Oh, il est mort. Oh, le con, il est mort. Merde.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate, or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
I don't need this.
Communications cut, Commander.
Bon, pas mal là. Ah oui, c'est vrai, il y avait ça. Alors, on a 4 points à dépenser. Oui, réanimer. Alors ça, c'est... Alors, chier. On va mettre un point ici. Après, là, je augmente la santé. Et là, je peux réanimer les coéquipiers. On va prendre ça plutôt. Voilà. On ira augmenter la vie. Ok. Donc équipement, pas grand chose du coup. Ah ben voilà, là je peux changer d'armure maintenant. Impeccable. Alors. « 19,88,0 ». D'accord. Ça c'est de la daube. Enfin, c'est pas de la daube, mais... Alors, 16, 110, 6. 19. Protection techbiotique 0. On va prendre le Guardian pour l'instant. Pour Shepard. Très bien. Dissipateur. Impeccable. Sauvegarde.
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I, pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Ouais, d'accord.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Assaut et précision. Ah voilà, du précision. Alors, précision. Je vais le prendre.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. It's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. And maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to Element Zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
You were all teenagers. I'm sure you found other ways to occupy the time.
I'm not the sort who does that kind of thing, Commander. Not lightly, anyway. There was a girl I spent a lot of time with, but we kept our clothes on. Rana. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess. Ma'am.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Ok, c'est bon.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The Grand Gateway to Humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
Oh là là, il commence à me saouler, lui. Allez, va être gentil.
I wanted to get to know you a little better. That's all. Thanks for the talk, Caden.
Well, you're welcome, ma'am. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
Non, tu m'intéresses pas, non.
Of course. But I don't enjoy it with everyone. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander. But, yeah, I'd like that.
Bon, toi on s'en fout. De toute façon, tu vas y passer.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Non, je t'ai déjà parlé, toi, en fait. On va essayer de voir si t'as quelque chose à dire.
How did you end up serving on an alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Rien à dire.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers. But I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No! I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her. And this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Maybe something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Merde, putain.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Because something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know. Benezia and many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Dis donc, t'en avais des choses à dire. Hein.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good? He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables. Looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Voilà. Ça. Bon, en attendant, on va lui mettre du radioactif. C'est pas mal le radioactif pour l'instant. Non, on va plutôt dissipatif. Ah oui. La protection contre les places pulmonaires. Il y a ça qui est bien. Ouais, on va prendre ça. Allez. On va prendre le raid, effectivement. Capteur de combat. Hein. Ou alors. Ça. Bon, Rex, on est bon, je pense. Carus. Et celle-là, elle est mieux hein, quand même, la Phoenix. Regardez ça.
Commander.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very much.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
That's between you and her.
Scuttlebutt says otherwise. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vakarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Don't mince words, Chief. What's your concern?
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
Yeah, the Council's had a grudge against us since the First Contact War.
I don't think it's a grudge. I think it's... Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
This is an Alliance warship, not the Parliament floor. If you're Earth first, vote for the Terra Firma Party.
Terra Firma is a pack of jackals. The founders had ideals. These days they just play off xenophobia and bigotry. I hope my reasons are more rational. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, ma'am. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
I never knew my family. Grew up an orphan on Earth. Anybody in your family I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. So why are you out here? Just trying to get away from Earth?
Mainly I wanted to serve. Protect the Alliance, save lives, you know?
Glad to hear it. I'd hate to think you were out here for a free college education.
Alright, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it, too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I got received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander. Commander, good to see you.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Regardez ça, ça va vendre. Le raid. Basique, ça non, ça m'intéresse pas. Les modes d'armée, on va les garder, ça m'intéresse pas. Déjà, celle-là, elle serait mieux déjà. 30, 196. Comme ça.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Ouais, bon, en fait, ça, on sait déjà.
I should go.
See you later.
Voilà, bon, je vais m'arrêter là. Voilà, on va s'arrêter là, c'est bon. Pour aujourd'hui, on poursuivra demain. Ou je sais pas. Demain ou samedi, je sais pas, je vois. Mais je pense demain, peut-être, je suis pas sûr, mais demain peut-être. Ok, mais bonne soirée à tous, et merci si vous regardez la vidéo. Bye bye.